Yeah, that's that fire pot, right? So they're dealing with the four great elements, right, infused with coding or what you call consciousness, right? So we got to stop with the pseudo bullcrap, because we see that other people are taking the same terminologies and extracting the richness of data and information out of their talks and producing a world that they want to produce that's artificial. And you're going right along with it with these talks and doing nothing to counter what they're doing, right? We're talking about artificial intelligence, singularity enforcement, right? The plan to create an altered world, a difference, right, of reality, right? So what we got to look at is that these conscious teachers and a lot of these religions out here are the playbook that leads to the singularity. Remember, I told you the term Elohim, right? Elohim is a plurality, right? It's a grouping, right? So they have the groupings of the technology and the devices and programs and codes, etc., to create the world that they couldn't really create, talking about Thomas Young's experiment. So everything makes sense about what you're saying so long as it's in the domain of artificial reality, right? It makes sense. But no one again, sir, has proven any of this stuff except in that domain. As long as you're in that domain, that information makes sense. But it doesn't really prove that that's what nature is, right? Because the photon is evasive. It blinds the troll. Remember in the allegory of the Quran that they tried to steal a hearing, right? But they were met with a blockage, an opposition. You cannot tell me where the photon is now. It is evasive. It blinds the troll, but you guys, right, who are piggybacking off of Thomas Young experiment and the other quantum quasi fake weirdos that jumped out of the window of reality, right? You're gonna be met with what the real scientists that are really trying to make this come into reality, and you're gonna be the part of the R.I.S.E, robotic intelligence singularity enforcement, right? They're going to take the ethers, the fire, right, and control land, air, and water via the encoding of their artificial intelligence, right? And there's no need to tell your children to go to school